We were on a week-long vacation. We had started a road trip here in Ontario, started out in Niagara Falls for a few days, and then we're going to head up to Toronto, up to amusement park, over to the zoo. So we're going to stay in the north end of Toronto.
So we made our way to our room. It was a relatively small lobby, relatively small hotel, and we got settled in. And the kids went for a swim. We were able to relax for a couple hours before going out for dinner. And it would have been shortly after 11 that we went to bed. Around 2:30, I woke up, and when I wake up, I automatically check the girls. And I noticed there was quite a bit of light coming from the hall, and the room door was ajar. I called down to the desk and told them that I'd found the room door ajar, and I asked if they could please have security walk the floor. I'd never had a room door open in the night, and I'm pretty security conscious, and I always bolt lock the door. So the next morning, Dawn took the girls down to breakfast, and I decided to call down to the desk and ask them to bring up new keys before I left the room. Interestingly, when I got downstairs, the gentleman working the desk pulled me aside and asked me my name, and he was extremely concerned because he had listened to me when I talked to him about the bolt lock being set. And his comment was, there are only a couple of master keys in the hotel that can open a bolt lock, and they should have been secure.
Realizing that the deadbolt had been opened, that's when I clued in, because at first you do think, oh, they gave a key out to someone else, and someone tried to get in and immediately thought, oh, this is wrong, it's not my room, and went back down to get the right one. We've checked into rooms where that hasn't been made up yet, and they say, oh, I'm sorry, we've given you the wrong key or the wrong room. But then when you actually realize that the deadbolt had been closed on it, that meant this wasn't an accident. It wasn't another guest. Someone was trying to get in the room, and the only thing that stopped them was the swing bar.
So when I went to go check out, it was a different person again working. She handed me a piece of paper and told me she was asked to give it to me. And when she explained what it was a printout of the lock activity. And she said, well, the bolt lock was set a little before 11, as you thought it was. And it was unlocked at 12:30 and then reset right around 2:30. And I said, that's not a comfort to me. I said, I think you just proved to me what I thought. I said, no one inside the room would have unlocked that bolt lock at 12:30 a.m. And she tried to suggest that it would have been my children. So I was not confident at all that one of my children would have done that.
As a dad, I'm always the one sleeping closest to the door. And you think, well, if someone comes to the door, I'm the one who's going to hear it. Well, as you heard through this, I slept through the whole night. So you're not going to hear it. Especially, people are doing this. They know what they're doing, so they know how to be quiet about it. They can get their hands on a master key, and they can get into your room if you don't have some physical barrier in the way.
Having gone through this, you do spend time thinking about it, and I got on the internet as well to look up hotel security and safety. And there is a lot written about the importance of the safety bar because the bolt lock can have a key applied to it, and the safety bar cannot. So there's actually a write-up that if you are in your room, that safety bar should actually be on even if it's during the day. So it was a really good lesson about the importance of using both locks and that they're there for a reason.